And it's a show. Holy shit, it's a show. It's actually a show. It's a real live show. How's everyone doing tonight? Hope your Friday is treating you fabulously. I am, of course, here, your host. You know. Yes, everyone. Oh, crap's calling people shitheads. We're off to a wonderful start, aren't we? This is this is good. This is fun. How's everyone doing? I hope your week has been survivable. Now, yes, of course, the title does betray the tone of tonight's show. We are all going to die. But that's, as you know, an inescapable truth that we all have to come to grips with at some point or another. Thank you for the host, Skull Maggot, and of course we've got Lesser Saints rating with a party of 8. Always appreciating it. Always appreciate it. Yeah, we're back to a regular show, or as much as we can have one. It's been quite a week, huh? Quite a week. We've got the pandemic. We have got the See, I really am upset that they call it coronavirus because everyone's all upset about coronavirus. But, my best run on Plague Inc. ever was with a virus called Le Boeuf. And Le Boeuf killed the whole world. I think this thing is going to end up being a restart. And you know what? Let's add this to Joe Rogan's whole simulation theory thing. Let's ask ourselves, are we not living in a simulation that is actually just one giant Plague Inc. game playthrough? Because if we are, suddenly, if you've played the game, you feel bad for all of the quote-unquote people that die in the game. But then, you also feel bad for yourself because you're like, oh shit, wait a second. I'm less than an NPC these days. Right now, there's some dickhead working at a toll booth on a quiet highway, playing Plague Inc. on his phone, killing off the world slowly, and doing it badly, because he decided to name his virus after the worst beer that he's ever had. And we're all just scuttling around waiting for it to happen. Kind of brings a new perspective to the whole thing, doesn't it? Kind of funny. But all the same, we do have news. I could see the waiting room is just overstuffed with people. A whole one of them. Although I know you guys usually jump in later on anyway, so that's fine. But thank you on the one hand, though, for bearing with me through Wednesday's show. That was a labor of love. Corona? No. I'm going to play. I was supposed to do it Wednesday, but I was too done and dead. Yeah. I'm gonna stream Plague Inc. a little bit later, and it's gonna be called the Pabst virus. The Pabst 16. Yeah, Pabst 16. Pabst 16 is gonna kill us all of us, and it's gonna be fucking phenomenal. Because how has anything other than Pabst Blue Ribbon ever served to combine the worlds of backwater redneck with hipster in such a way? Because those kids, they love wearing their bow ties, they love wearing their funny glasses, they love wearing their suspenders, and they love drinking Pabst. And what do they have in common? When I start, well, actually, are hipsters wearing? Is hipsters even a thing anymore? I don't even know. But are they wearing flannel yet? Do they wear flannel? Do they trade hunks of moss between each other? Because if they do, this is the thing. We can unite red and blue in this country. We can bridge that divide between the rural poor whites and the affluent urban whites. And we could say, you guys all love Pabst Blue Ribbon. Or at least you did back in like 2011, 2012. All the same, as always, we have recurring stories about the world is going to hell. It's going to hell worse and worse and worse as we go. And well, you really can't blame them, right? Well, you can. You should actually. You should blame them. They're horrible. But wait, Wire. Have you ever watched The Wire on HBO? I've seen HBO plenty of times. I can't wait for Westworld. Okay, I think I've dragged that joke out about as long as I can. Now, you might hear some weird background noise. The neighbors, the dramatic screaming neighbor people. Well, they're going through quite a thing. And not to get into detail, but thankfully, hopefully, they might be out of this building within the next week or two. Although, then again, I also got my lease recently, and I just found out that in addition to them jacking my rent 3 months ago, they decided to jack it up again, then require me to have renter's insurance, plus pay for parking. So, yay, affordable housing. I can't wait for Joe Biden to stroll into office and say, well, we gotta get a handle on this. These rentals. With all these people coming off the boat, only half of them get to go to the Civil War, and so the other half are just gonna have to fend for themselves, not knowing what year it is, as he tends to do. But, well, does that say survival tokens for Smack? It says survival tokens for Smarch. Let me make that bigger so you can all know how desperate I am for your money. I really should have thought that out a little more. The fuck? Oh, okay, there it is. Let's make that a little bigger. I'll bring it down. Make it a little bigger again. Fuck. Hey. There we go. Survival tokens for Smarch. Welcome to Smarch, everyone. It's like March, except it sucks. But hey, I'm not here to drag you down. I'm here to lift you up. And as such, let's jump on into the goddamn news already, shall we? I've already wasted enough time. Let's take a look here. What have we got? Oh, well, some happy news here. Oh, well, apparently coronavirus cases surpass 100,000 worldwide, while U.S. deaths top 14. Now, I remember when I played Plague Inc., seeing those death tolls in the United States, and I'm like, I've only killed 15 people. Holy shit, how many have I infected? That's the fun part. But here we go. COVID-19 cases surpassed 100,000 worldwide on Friday. It's a flu-like virus. By the way, guys, the flu is a lot worse. Now, don't listen to those medical professionals who tell you that the flu isn't as bad and that this is something you need to be taking seriously. Just keep going to work. Keep going to work. Because the worst effect a virus can ever have on anything is the market. We need to protect the market. And if we don't protect the market, what is left to survive, right? I mean, have you all seen Book of Eli? Maybe you have. If you haven't, check it out. But watch Book of Eli. Because Book of Eli, yeah, sure, a lot of nukes were dropped. Half the population is blind and cannibalistic. That's not the problem, though. The problem is, in that case, the market has crashed. And that's what happens when the market crashes. Now, I'm going to be writing the Book of Nick soon, in which, rather than trying to deliver the Bible to Alcatraz Island, I guess it was. Oh fuck, I may have just spoiled a bit of it for you. I'm going to be delivering my own book to a single post office in Sheboygan. Not for any other reason that I just think that the name of Sheboygan is fun. Also known as how to spell it. That way it makes it mysterious, right? But yes, so the majority of cases are in mainland China, followed by South Korea, Iran, and Italy. Oh my god. Here's the funny thing. Wouldn't it be weird? I think I might have mentioned this before, but wouldn't it be strange if all of the world died from coronavirus except North Korea, simply because no one is allowed to leave or enter, and anybody who is a threat in any way is immediately executed? And then North Korea becomes the world, repopulates the world. There's just like, oh, loads of farmland for you to sow crops of whatever I desire. That would be an interesting time, wouldn't it? Yes, it would. But all the same, COVID-19 cases surpassed 100,000 worldwide. Hey, can we hang on? Oh my God! Listen, just because it's just because it's a milestone, okay, that was weird. Let's just fucking. There it is. Big cheers. Big cheers for that. Play against player. He's killing our planet right now. Oh my God. Alright, everybody quiet down. Quiet down now. Quiet down. That's very fun. But yeah. 100,000. That's a sort of an anniversary, isn't it? The total number of cases now stands at 100,055 as of 8 a.m. on Friday. According to Johns Hopkins, the majority of cases are in mainland China, okay, followed by South Korea, Italy, and Iran. The United States, there are at least 233 cases and 14 deaths, and we have no idea who they were because, we'll listen to like one source and then the other one, but don't worry, we can trust our president to give our people solid information, I'm sure. I mean, you guys go. Sorry, I don't know if you hear that, but fucking, I can't wait until these people fucking move the fuck out. Yeah, that's exactly right, Habib. COVID virus, guys. Everybody, give him a big round of applause for getting that play button on YouTube. Isn't that fantastic? That's right. Yes. They finally made it. Silver play button. The coronavirus. Everybody be happy. Everybody clap. Everybody clap. Did you hear that clap stop? You want to know why they stopped? Because they're disciplined. That's right. Let's see. At least 3,398 people have died due to the virus. Well, that's rookie numbers. Got to get them numbers up. On Thursday, the WHO called on all nations to pull out all the stops. I kind of wish they'd ended the quotation marks here because the World Health Organization should be telling people to pull out. Period. Now it's funny, and at a time of overpopulation, there are too many goddamn humans on this planet. I do love the fact that we can always count on the tradcon types, the Paul Joseph Watsons of the world, and the Stephen Mullen used to be like, "Why aren't you having babies, ladies? Go have some more babies. The only way we can defeat a virus is with more babies." The epidemic can be pushed back, but only with a coordinated and comprehensive approach that engages the entire machinery of government. WHO Director General Tedros Adhanom. Oh my God, why do they make names like this? Adhanom Ghebreyesus. I think I nailed it. I fucking landed that one. Said during a press briefing at the agency's headquarters in Geneva, "We're calling on every country to act with speed, scale, and clear-minded determination." Love it. Tedros said, I love how they're like, yeah, we're just going to go with the easy name. Tedros said, the World Health officials, I'm just fucking going crazy glasses now, are deeply concerned about the increasing numbers of countries reporting cases, especially those with weaker healthcare systems. Hello, United States. He's also worried that some countries aren't taking this seriously enough and have decided there's nothing they can do to curb local outbreaks. I'm looking at you, Costa Rica. Costa Rica, you need to up your game, Costa Rica. Not about to sit around and permit this to go on any longer. Health officials have said the respiratory disease is capable of spreading through human-to-human contact. Ha ha ha! yes, for those of us who never get that. Yeah, we showed those chads, didn't we, boys? Droplets carried through sneezing and coughing, and germs left on inanimate objects. Okie dokie. COVID-19 is not spread. Yeah. So, Tedros says the WHO hasn't declared it a pandemic, in part because most COVID-19 cases are still traced to known contacts, clusters of cases, and there weren't any evidence of the virus is spreading freely in communities. Give it time, boys. Give it time. But hey, we can't have all of this be about this particular story. Except, yes, we can. Should we be concerned by a second strain? Now, if there's one news source you can trust, it's Yahoo Lifestyle. This is why we have Hong Kong hipsters here. Look at this photo. Look at these beautiful people. These people have clearly got it all figured out. Look. That's right. Pedestrians are pictured wearing... Oh, it's Bangkok, sorry. Yeah, Bangkok. That's tourist area Khao San Road on March 6th. Look at that. They not only got masks, they got fashionable masks. Fucking fashionable masks! That's the fucking future. This is how we will die, too. The masks that people start buying won't be based upon reviews about how effective they are. They'll be like, oh, I don't know if it really works with my aesthetic. Do you see like all these neck tattoos I've got? Like this one covers up my teardrop tattoo, and I don't know that I want to do that. I'd rather get COVID-19 than have people not see my glorious ink. All the same. How do I get out of here? Oh, that way. A little exit button. Yeah. So fears have been raised about COVID-19 may have mutated into a second deadly strain. Somebody took the multiplier. I'm so proud of this community. Scientists from Peking University looked at DNA in 103 patient sample ducks. No ducks. I'm just really hungry. So I see Peking and I'm like, I want some duck. They concluded the virus appears to have evolved into two major types, defined by genetic mutations, both of which are circulating. Known types are L and S, so it's like an SL. It's sort of like it's like a shitty Honda Civic. You get the LS type or you get the SL type. You get the SE type. I don't know what kind of Civics y'all are driving. Exactly. Send in the ducks. Just send the ducks. Duck l'orange. Duck l'orange sounds like losange. Losange, as everybody knows, is French for cough drop. And losange is in l'orange, which means that the cough drop is in the tree. That's about all the French I know. But, they describe, let me see, the L type is around 70 cases of the team sampled, which they describe as more aggressive than the two. So, L types are for the win. Right now, fucking Mitsubishi's like, we told you. Have I ever been blocked by JF or no? I don't think I'm important enough to get blocked by a JF. He's probably like, this disease should only... he's probably an atheist now. Like, if there was a god, this disease would only infect non-white people, because I need to go and impregnate retarded white girls wherever I can find them. That would be my guess. Omelette du fromage. Everyone knows that means eggs of cheese. And I'm the only one on air now, so no one can correct me. I'm rewriting the French language according to this disease. This is how languages evolve, honestly. Huge populations die off, and then the people who are very vaguely familiar with the sound of the language can make it up after the majority of the native speakers died. And Crab, I'm sorry if you think Jeff has a better JF impression. Yeah, that's okay. you can feel that way. You're feeling a little edgy tonight, aren't you? You just want to like poke the bear a little bit, don't you? That's adorable. Some people have even called for the paper to be retracted. This is a paper they put out. And look, we got a little girl getting, hey, we can view more photos. Look at her. She's getting zapped by a tricorder. You know what that tricorder's saying? Fucking nothing, because Picard is garbage. Oh, there we go. Now we're talking. We got some ninja geishas going on. Medically ninja geishas. They're like, we are more than happy to service you with latex gloves. Whatever it takes. Let's take a look at some more. It's all 3 photos. Well, fuck me. That's it. COVID-19 emerges at a seafood and live animal market. Like everyone's like, you shouldn't eat Chinese food. And I'm like, why? And they're like, you'll see in a few years. And now I'm like, now I see. I still want lo mein. So you know what I did tonight? Let me show you. Let me show you. That's right. Now, so the first thing I did tonight was I crawled into the attic of my apartment building, and then I decided to trap a whole bunch of different bats in a Home Depot bucket. And I got all them bats in this bucket, and they're still in the bucket. They're being held in the bathroom. I'm running the hot water to steam the whole place up, to turn it into a sort of a sauna, because everybody knows that saunas and steam rooms relax bats, which means that their meat is better. Then I went and got this, and this is Shin Ramyun noodle soup. Now, where does it come from? Cucamonga, California, apparently. Okay, well, apparently my efforts to catch coronavirus, be part of a trend for once, aren't really working out. But it's okay. I can catch up, and we'll find out in just a minute. Now, the UK has confirmed 116 confirmed cases. Globally, the death toll is 3,300 on Friday. Overall, this according to Yahoo News, is really behind. They say 98,700 patients have the Wu-Tang flu. And that's unfortunate for that. But we now know that the number has risen, because we're over 100,000 cases according to NBC. And here's the sad thing. We live in a world in which you have to ask yourself, who do I trust more? NBC or Yahoo? Well, shit. I don't even know. Anyway, a 7-year woman who was the first Briton with underlying health issues became the first Briton to die in the UK on Thursday, the day after she tested positive for COVID-19. Causing numbers of Labour supporters to blame it on Brexit. On 28 February, a British man died after becoming infected on the quarantine hotbed Diamond Princess cruise ships. My God, if we're not at a point now where the realization hasn't sunk into most people's heads that cruise ships are dumb. Honestly. If you're the type of person like, hey, I can take any vacation I want, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go on a cruise ship. You're fucking stupid. You are, I'm sorry. There's no coming back from that level of stupid. Cruise ships are dumb on so many levels, and now we're just starting to pick up on the fact that they're floating international fucking petri dishes. Jesus, sweet Jesus, Mahatma Gandhi, and all that. Oh shit, Jables, it's his birthdays. I guess we'll bring Jables in and his cousins. This is unexpected. Oh, I need to undeafen myself. That's helpful.
Hey, Nick.
Happy birthday, Jables. Happy birthday,
Thank you.
Jacob.
Yeah, I'm here
James.
with my cousin, the Northwesterner.
Yeah,
How's it going?
He's don't ever ask me that question, actually.
All right, you drinking PBR? How about that? Is that a question I can ask?
That is a question you can ask, and
Cheers, man.
And the answer is yes, and that's why I'm gonna actually play some, because I'm really sick of all this racism going towards Corona beer, which is even worse than this. But I think PBR 16 needs to be the next pandemic I play in Yeah, in
That's a disease I will happily get on board with.
that's a disease I've been on board with ever since I noticed they jacked my rent and my bank balance been going down, so it's just fine by me.
Damn straight, man.
But here we go with the COVID-19 thing. Like, what did Peking University scientists find, and what isn't China telling us? COVID-19 is one of the 7 strains of the coronavirus, so they've got a whole like range of these things that they're just waiting. Like, they're like, yeah, no, we figured out the best marketing tool. It's sort of like, the MCU. We should stagger it so that people don't get too, used to it. So we're only going to release 2 of these strains a year. So thanks, Peking University. It's as we know, it's a goddamn. This is a bioweapon developed by the Chinese, so that North Korea can take over the northern hemisphere. Others range from the common cold to severe acute respiratory syndrome SARS, which killed 774 people during its 2002-2003 outbreak. To better understand it, its genetics related to the other viruses, the Peking scientists screened a small sample of patients, of whom 60 were from China, all of whom were executed. They concluded the virus appeared to have evolved into types L and S. So if you're not familiar, okay, that means that you have 2 types of coronavirus right now. You have the luxury edition and the sports edition. So just think about how it is you want to invest your lung capacity when it comes to picking up whatever strain you prefer. I prefer the luxury edition because it's like, hey, look at this. It's the popular one. Everyone's going to look at you and be like, hey, holy shit, that guy's sick as fuck. And then you get to die. Fucking ideal in my case. But which one would you want? Do you, Jables, do you want the sports edition or the luxury edition coronavirus?
Oh, well, I definitely don't want the sports edition.
A little too fat.
Yeah, I mean,
what? Low and slow.
Comfortable. Yeah, I mean that's the thing too. Like the it shifts quicker, right? And you get a 6th gear, but it but at the same time you can't just sink into the pleather seats. It doesn't have the sat nav you want. It'll just tell you like turn left, and you'll be like okay, and then all of a sudden you're in a fucking canyon. Good job, Chinese GPS. But here's the thing, yeah.
That's where coronavirus comes from.
Exactly. It's fucking.
Yeah. All of a sudden you want
GPS, man.
All of a sudden, you ask for chicken, you get a bat. All of a sudden, coronavirus.
I know. Now, and the thing is too is like I was all excited. I was all about that sweet bat soup. Right up until, I found out that it was just the shitty luxury edition. It's like I could peel the fake wood paneling off with my fingers. Why?
You left it out on the sun too long.
Yeah, but see, like here's the thing: if I'm gonna pay with my friends, if I'm gonna pay with my friends and family, as you do with this virus, I want to get some more bang for my buck here. Hey, look, they're blaming the DoubleTree Hilton. Let's take a look at that real quick. It's just. I don't even give a shit. I'm just happy to blame Hopkins. Yep. DoubleTree Hilton. Okay, guys. Let this be known. And this video is not sponsored by Marriott in the slightest. But do not stay at the DoubleTree Hilton anywhere, because you'll get SARS. You'll get super SARS. You'll get luxury edition Corona SARS faster than you can imagine.
I'm kind of retarded.
All right, so thus far I got an $11 reduce through the donation you do. Just this guy man donated $10. Thanks for this week's shows. Oh, I will always thank you for tuning into them, Just This Guy Man. I will always do these things because they're like the only stable points in my otherwise aimless and meaningless life. And Crab90 donated $1. This $1 is for Jables. Nick, please send Jables $1 for me. No, I will not. I will wish him happy birthday on behalf of that $1, though. Yeah, that seems.
Yeah, fair. I haven't donated shit yet, so.
Yeah, wait. You're not supposed to, because you're not. No, it's your birthday, so you do not give money to me.
I'll be honest with you.
And Larry Kubiak.
I'm kind of retarded.
Don't challenge me to challenge you, Jables. Listen, I won't stand for it. I'll be more. The more money you send me, the more offended I will be.
Oh,
So, anyway, Johns Hopkins University confirms that DoubleTree Hilton is the source of the coronavirus. Now, I did report on this before, but I want to show you guys this just because I want to bring this back one more time. Let's have a little looky-loo at yet another reason I have to fucking despise this backwater retarded fleabag state of mine.
A coronavirus patient disregarded directions to remain quarantined and attended a Dartmouth Business School event in Vermont on February 28th, the New Hampshire Department of Health and Human Services said Wednesday. State epidemiologist Dr. Benjamin Chan said the unidentified man had recently traveled to Italy, the epicenter of the coronavirus outbreak in Europe, and that a second man is believed to have contracted the virus from him, although it remains unclear if it was transmitted at the Dartmouth event. Although there are no current cases who have tested positive for the virus in Vermont, health officials advised all attendees of the February 28th event to self-quarantine for 14 days.
Also, so I'm angry about two things in particular here. Right? One, perfect fucking New Hampshire man story. What was that? Did you just contract coronavirus?
Oh, no.
I'll be honest with you.
Oh, don't worry about that.
I'm kind of retarded.
Crab 90, another $1 for Jables. Nick, respect the market and the private interests and send Jables $1 from me. Or you could just keep taking our money, whatever. I'm a fucking libertarian. That's good libertarianism right there. You say, like, I want this money to go to this. And then it goes to whoever you gave it to says it'll go to. In this case, me. Because I need to pay to get my license back. Because the state of New Hampshire failed to update itself about child support. Meaning that even though I no longer have a child support order, I still lost my license over it. Good times. So, but to get back to the topic of why New Hampshire's fucking retarded, yeah, we get this one guy who comes back from Italy. Tests positive for Corona-19. They're like, oh shit, you've got that thing, you know that pandemic thing everyone's worried about? He's like, yeah, I know that one. Oh, no, I'm sorry, let me give the Adam Sandler. Yeah, I know that one. What are you talking about? And then it's, well, we need you to self-quarantine. Oh, okay, but I'm going to go to this business school party with this infectious disease, and then we're going to find 4 more fucking cases in this state. Oh, it's hard not to be accelerationist at times. Let's be honest with ourselves. Can we? Can we be honest about that? Jobless? Jables.
Oh, yeah. We could totally be honest about that.
Yeah, we could just be at a certain point. Yeah. Oh, Larry Kubiak fucking nailed it. I got to attend a Godsmack show. Honestly, that.
Yeah.
Here's the sad thing. Fucking Korn and Breaking Benjamin are coming around to Manchester soon. Oh yeah. They're gonna be like, well, I was told to self-quarantine. But what I did is I took my Harley Davidson bandana and I rolled it around my face and then I went to the show. It should have been fine. Oh, God, it's going to be wonderful. Yeah, state epidemiologist Dr. Benjamin Chen said the unidentified man. Fucking identify him, because I could tell you there's about 30 people I know who want to go and kick his ass. None of them are me because they're all going to catch coronavirus when they do it, but I'm fine with that because fuck those people.
A coronavirus patient disregarded directions to remain quarantined and attended a Dartmouth business.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, how'd you get coronavirus? I was kicking this guy's ass. Why? Because he spread coronavirus. Well, you now have coronavirus, sir, and you need to self-quarantine. I will stick to my home and my place of work, and then I'm going to go to the bar, and then I'm going to go to McDonald's. And then I'm going to go to the Red fucking Arrow.
He's not going to the McDaniels?
That's how I got AIDS.
I got to go get that. I got to go to the fucking diner to get my fucking poutine, you know. It's like, well, you know, you could. You know, you
can't even get poutine in fucking New Hampshire. What are you talking about?
Well, sir, you could spread the coronavirus. No, that's fine. I literally only interact with the same 15 people every week. It's fucking fine, brah. It's like, honestly, like, what am I going to do? Give to Adam Sandler? Fucking Seth Meyers going to come home for a visit? He's going to come to the red air. I'm just going to cough in his fucking face.
It's Hanukkah.
I really thought... Okay, I gotta be honest with you, Jables. I thought you were just about to say, "Oh, it's Holocaust." No, we're gonna die from. It's a disease we're gonna die from, not fire. Okay.
No, we're on Twitch. I would never do such a thing.
You know what I really want to do? I want to feed a rumor to like Nick Fuentes that Jews are somehow immune to coronavirus, and therefore he can decide in his own mind that it's an Israeli superbug.
Man, I would love to be Nick Fuentes and equivalent the Cookie Monster to fucking Hitler.
Exactly.
No, I mean that's the thing. Mrs. Paul's
Mrs. Sean Hannity might be an easier target.
We're just gonna we gotta rename. Because Sean Hannity gets a lot of money from Jews. He would never step on that particular tract. However, I could maybe get Millennial Woes to say it, and then Sargon will jump on that train just because he doesn't know any better. Oh,
smart motherfucker!
Look at this.
Yeah. Well,
I'm a disinformation master.
So
you ready for this, world? I'm going to make you blame Jews one way or another. And then I'm going to say that I'm Catholic until all y'all are dead. And then I'm going to emerge from my home.
I may be Hispanic, but I still want my garbage island.
Well, I mean, it's just so wonderful at the same time though that Trump is like we're gonna defeat the coronavirus and we're gonna finish that wall. What? No, it's fine. It's just like the flu. If you think you have it, go to work anyway. The markets depend on you. Yes, and everyone's like, why won't you? Are you not gonna vote for Joe Biden? Like, I honestly kind of want to go back and vote for Trump at this point. It's like, fuck it. Like, let's keep fucking up. That way, Book of Eli can in fact be Book of Nick. Because it won't be the Bible. I'm going to be walking around with like Hitchens and Chomsky handing that shit out.
Oh, yeah, because they have no valid ideas. Of course.
Yeah, as I go around. No. Instead of that, just for laughs too, the world will end. I'll be like the one hero left, carrying the book that can save humanity, and instead of giving him that one, I'm just gonna give him Dianetics.
I'm more in line with Steven Pinker.
Just give him Dianetics. Be like, this all happened because none of y'all got your thetans read.
Oh, no, we're not joining Scientology, dude.
No, we're not. I'm saying the the post-apocalyptic world. The post-apocalyptic world will be a Scientologist one. That way I can finish the job that the coronavirus couldn't manage. So anyway, New Hampshire's fucking retarded, and people in New Hampshire are fucking retarded, and this guy's told you have this potentially deadly pandemic disease which is spreading like wildfire. Please quarantine yourself. Like, oh, but I got to go to this business conference where we're going to learn about how to make lots of money. Okay, go. But here's the thing. Here's the other real story. I'm going to go back to this full screen thing. You guys are still getting the stream, right? In Discord?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I think I know why this has all happened. And it's because some dickhead ran his truck into an Easter Island statue and fucking destroyed it. We have angered the old gods.
Wait.
And we are reaping what we sow. Yep, I'm going to let that sink in. Yeah, so
we should hate humanity more than we already do?
I don't know that that's possible, but all I'm saying is Easter Island, South Pacific territory, home to 1,000 sacred Maui statues, now has one less of them. Well, good thing it was some 1,000, because otherwise, if it was exactly 1,000, now it would be 999. A resident of the Polynesian island crashed his truck into one of the revered stone statues on March 1st, badly damaging the statue and the platform it stood upon. Wasn't aware they stood on platforms, but okay. The statues represent ancestral figures and could have been a tool to show sources of fresh water. Oh, that's a little out of left field for most Westerners. Authorities believe the unidentified man's truck suffered a brake failure, causing it to slide out. Hang on, let's take a look. What is that truck? What is that truck? What is that truck?
Nick, we can't see that on our screen.
Oh, you can't? Why not?
It's like the one thing I'm good at is identifying trucks.
Oh, well,
I can't see it.
Well, look at the stream real quick. I'll transition over. Take a look at the stream. Yeah, it looks like an ISIS technical, except it's way
on the stream.
I want to say, is it a Nissan? Looks like a Nissan.
It's a Toyota.
Well,
No, I'm just joking. It's a Datsun, which is now owned by Nissan.
Fuck you, Nissan. Stop it.
Yeah.
Well,
fuck everything up, really.
Yeah, the statues representing ancestral figures, blah, blah, blah. The damage is incalculable. Camila Rapu, the president of Easter Island's indigenous Rapa Nui, community told CNN in a statement, adding, the Maui are sacred statues of religious value to the Rapa Nui people. Furthermore, the damage of the Maui is an offense to the culture that lived many years struggling. Fuck you, Nissan, so goddamn much. Oh my god, I love this name. Holy shit. This is the mayor of Easter Island. Pedro Pablo Petero Edmunds Power. Pedro Pablo Petero Edmunds Power. The mayor of Easter Island will reportedly call for greater regulations to prevent vehicles from cruising near the statues. Yeah, dude was just out for like a leisure cruise around the Easter Island statues, decided to aim his truck directly at them, and is like, oh my god, my brakes don't work. He was just trying to anger the old god so this coronavirus thing can get worse. He tried and failed to pass one such measure in 2012. Car-related destruction isn't the only issue that people face. An increase of tourists, white people, to the 63-square-mile island due to greater volume of flights and docked cruise ships carrying fucking cruise ships. I swear to Christ, we need to torpedo and scuttle all of these immediately. Regardless if there are fat retirees on there or not, just sink them to the bottom of the fucking ocean. Do it now, or we're all doomed. I'm saying.
No, I would actually like to take a light, nice little cruise.
Then buy a boat.
No, I already stole a boat. Everybody knows.
Well, then take your stolen boat out on a fucking cruise. You want to go out on the fucking like the Majestic Pearl and suddenly catch,
But how are you supposed to have drinks included then?
Fucking, you bring your drinks along. You rob a liquor store before you go.
What about the yoga class?
Gonna show up. You're gonna catch like super AIDS coronavirus from some fucking 90-year-old retiree who's like, my children don't talk to me, so I cut them out the will and decided to spend their inheritance on this carnival cruise. Really?
Yeah, but if you get the coronavirus from them, then you're in the will.
I want them to
read 93 million, man.
I want them to actually. I almost wish that this virus came out of Brazil. That way they could rename it the carnival virus. Because how many times? How many fucking times have we heard about this shit coming off of cruise ships because a bunch of dumb fucks want to cluster together on a fucking floating atoll that has like mariachi night sometimes and water slides and like, oh, we're gonna drop you off at these super poor islands and you can go buy seashell necklaces from those people and pretend that you're supporting their economy. No. An increased tourist, so for instance, yeah, apparently visitors love posing for photos with them picking the statues' noses. Yeah, that's honestly, to agree with the Easter Island government, that's pretty much on par with crashing your fucking truck into one of them. The island is a territory of Chile and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Trump has suggested bombing it to punish the Iranians, but then he was reminded that Chile is not part of Iran after a weeks-long summit. CNN says measures. CNN says measures to curb the island's overall over-tourism were put in place in 2018, which includes a policy change to the 90-day visa for foreigners and non-Rapa Nui Chileans to the island for only 30 days, plus the invention of the coronavirus. Nice. Well, here's the thing, though. I mean, we're gonna this is an easy transition to the next news item because, like, right now we're talking about, like, it's funny too because it was like a local who destroyed this shit, and they're like, it's almost like this place is run by Americans. A local destroys something important, they're like, we got to keep these foreigners out.
Wait, Nick, hold on a second.
I think you're gonna go with the statue preservation.
Yeah. but on top of that, like what we see is not what you're presenting.
What are you talking about? I'm presenting the news item. What are you presenting, Jables? All because it's your birthday.
George Soros, where do you get yours?
Yeah.
Well, no. What we're seeing is half of and then a bunch of shitty presidential candidates.
Oh, are you saying that the Discord streaming thing is not working correctly?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. Let me cancel that, and then we'll start again. Here, look, it's truck. Look, if it ever loads. Hey, look, Jables, it's truck.
Oh, there we go.
Boom.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, you see that truck? Yeah.
You're the best.
Now, with that, I'm going to move on to the next news item. I'm going to cancel it and stream again. Here we go. I'm just going to do this each time. It's like I'm working in a school for autistic kids. It's fine. Point being, drunk Uber rider. This is in the UK, and this now we're getting into the fun stories, guys. Don't worry, it's not going to be so heavy. Like, you can forget for a moment that we're all going to die right up until you're, like, coughing blood up and stuff. Anyway, drunk Uber rider taken for $1,700 ride across the UK.
Oof.
Oh, yeah. This boy, a drunk university student was trying to...
How long did they drive? Like 20 minutes?
A drunk university student was trying to get home from a night on the town and woke up in an Uber 250 miles away from his destination with a $1,700 bill. The engineering major, I can't wait for him to be the one to, like, make London Bridge work correctly again.
Get that man a scholarship.
Yeah, exactly. Let's bring him over here. We need him to build. We need this guy over here. This is the guy I want building the border wall, honestly.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
To keep them Irish out.
Yeah, the engine. That's cold. That's cold. That's called the ocean. Yeah, no, we can engineer that. We can do an ocean. We built a canal in Panama one time. Did you ever see that Panama Canal? Yeah, you like to think it's so we can get ships across, through Central America. Really, it's to make those Guatemalan, tourist caravans who are coming up here to get all the free health care Bernie Sanders wants us to have. Well, let's keep them the fuck out, because they ain't got any boats. Fuck them. The engineering major told a college news website that he got into a car in Newcastle, UK.
They can swim, they're already here.
He accidentally typed in a Norwich address into the app. James, as he is asked to be called to remain anonymous, it's like, could you please call me James McAvoy? Yeah, that's anonymous. Said he slept through most of the 5-hour trip and couldn't believe what happened upon his arrival. I love that, because if I was to leave in an Uber right now on a 5-hour trip, I'd end up in Philadelphia. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't fuck that up, but then again, I'm not British. It's probably a UKIP member. Anyway, when I woke up, I literally thought it was a dream. Surely I hadn't done this, he said. The bill ended up being £1,307 and 64 pence. But when the driver figured out what happened, he decided not to charge him for the trip. The fuck kind of Uber do they have in Britain? Is there like public gasoline in that country?
No,
I'm kind of retarded.
no, in Britain they have. Do you want to be raped? They don't have Uber.
Yeah, it's like I woke up, right, and like all of a sudden I discovered I was like £1,300 lighter, but I had like fucking honestly like I don't know 6 liters of fucking strangers cum in my bum. I don't know what happened. Anyway,
That's why their taxi porn is so successful.
exactly. It's like, listen, mate, I need you to sign this waiver because here in the UK, you know, like they charge for porn, but what we do is every Uber's also a bang bus, and we just send
That's
that,
right.
we stream
If
that
you put
shit out to the EU where it's not
If you
taxed.
put it in the pussy, it's half off. If you give the ass, the anus, it's free.
Okay, well, here's a funny thing. James gave him a 5-star rating for the generous gesture and then got home in a train. Unfortunately, he got fined for not having a train ticket and missed his classes at Newcastle University the next day. This is basically like, I can see it now. Fucking 5-10 years from now, it's going to be the newest Netflix special from a British comedian. It's going to be the British version of Bert Kreischer. Like, let me tell you about this one time I got fucking loaded. Oh, wait a second. Hang on. This is Fox. This is Fox, which means Mustang Patriot, 1995. Needs to leave him a bit of a comment. Now, where are we going to go with this comment, boys? Jables, it's your birthday. Nothing?
Jable stepped out for a second.
His improv game is that weak that he had to run away as soon as I offered him a chance.
I think he just had to pee.
Yeah, it's a likely excuse. Well,
Let's go through these comments. I'll roll them with you.
well, let's take a look here. So it's Mustang Patriot 1995. Well, he probably just feels lucky he didn't get sold off to one of them muzzy grooming gangs.
I woke up too soon.
If he'd stayed asleep. Slept? What the fuck? Another hour or two, he'd probably be wearing a hijab. Spelled with 2 G's. Spelled with 2 G's on purpose. Again.
Hijab with high heels.
Yeah, with them high heels. making them immigrant boys feel mighty at home.
Mighty nice.
This is why we had our Brexit, in that we exited from the Britains, and then they had theirs, so as to not get their engineering students all raped and the like. I, for one, feel that this engineering genius needs to be put on the Homeland Security payroll, so as to make that wall as long as it can be, and when he wakes up, he'll wonder how he walled off Guatemala. There we go. That's pretty good. That's pretty good goddamn comment right there, I'd say. Anyway. So yeah, that was one thing that happened. Now we got some more odd news, though. Devastated woman discovers plant she's been watering for 2 years is fake. I just love this. A plant lover was devastated when she discovered that the reason her succulent remained in perfect condition wasn't down to her love and dedication. Kaylee Wilkes had been religiously watering the plant, making sure it was getting the right amount of sunlight and regularly cleaning the leaves for 2 years. She even admitted to having a strict watering plan for it, saying she would get defensive if anyone else tried to water it. It was only when she went to repot the succulent that she noticed it was fake.
Yeah.
Well, that's the problem right there. Trying to get succulents from a religious woman, it's never going to work out for you.
Yeah, listen.
Yeah.
I love how this whole thing actually looks like some kind of yogurt treat at this point, even though that's all foam beneath it. It's the
parfait, isn't it?
Exactly. It's the granola aloe yogurt treat, y'all. Just get ready for it. And it's another retarded woman. She explained after finding a cute vase which suited it perfectly, she decided she would repot it because after 2 years of noticing it not grow, she decided it had grown to a point in which it needed a new pot. But as she started to pull it out of its original plastic container, she saw that it was attached to a block of foam and was decorated with sand, which was glued on top. She said, "Tried my hardest to keep it looking its best, and it's completely plastic."
Yeah.
She had tried her hardest to read the label and realized it was a potted or a fake plant, though. Might have been a little different.
Listen, reading's not a big thing around here anymore. Unless you're talking like the Harry Potter series, I'm not really interested in it. How did I not know this? How did I not know this? I feel like the last 2 years have been a lie. No, honey, it's not a lie. You're just a moron. Her story was shared to an Australian indoor plant Facebook page where numbers of others admitted they'd also made the same mistake because apparently nobody knows how the fuck to buy a plant in the English-speaking world. Oh, Jesus.
Morons need group therapy, you know.
That's very true. They do. Don't they then?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Christ.
All right. To be fair to this girl,
do you really feel the need to be, Jables? But if you really do, it's your birthday, so go right ahead.
I did a science project on like flowers and like how fast they would grow in different types of soil. I ended up growing 3 weeds.
And
it got really high.
And as it turns out, if you plant a bit of plastic in even the most barren soil, it'll somehow retain its nutrients the whole way along. One said, "My friend at work always kills plants because she doesn't water them, so I put a fake one in the cafe. She watered it for a month before I told her it was fake." This is the future too. This is the great thing is like climate change. We're just gonna this. I'm gonna write Greta Thunberg and be like, "Listen, I want you to feel better about this, if nothing else, because when climate change kills all the wildlife and we have that Highlander 2 style fake atmosphere above us, and we get nothing but rain and swordplay, we will still have plastic plants, and we can still water them."
Yeah.
And no one will judge us because we've had generations of people doing that anyway, and we all know that plastic feeds on water. Another said, "My dad watered one of my mom's plants for a year after she died, not realizing it was fake. We had a good laugh about it. I bet Mom had a good chuckle upstairs too. And then Dad died, and then we kept watering the fake plants that we planted on his grave, because fuck that idiot." Anyway, that was good. Holy shit, I can comment on a Mirror article under holy shit. Oh my god. Hang on. No, hang on.
She drowns it.
No, I'm commenting on this one. I fed my child for a whole 16 years before I realized she had been replaced with a plastic fica. I couldn't believe it. All that turkey. And for what? You have no idea how many local animals I slaughtered just to feed this small fake bush. Then the state came round and I had to explain. Thankfully, I live in Cardiff, which is part of the UK, which means both violent and property crime is met with a small fine. There we go. That's a good thing. Now, for the last bit of fake news we got tonight, well, it's real news, but turns out the North Carolina woman who turned 100 got a very unique birthday wish. North Carolina police arrested a 100-year-old woman at her nursing home Thursday, and she was able to cross going to jail off her bucket list. Bitch, I never had that on my bucket list, and I've done it plenty of times. It's fine. Oh, do you have something to add to this, Jables? Please, by all means, if you've got pertinent information relevant to this particular story, I would love to hear it.
Well, no, I have nothing relevant to this particular story, but I'm like,
have you been
arrested? She's never been to jail. She hasn't lived a good life.
Most of I'll say that
a cop is going to arrest a 100-year-old woman.
I'll say this. It's funny because like she spent 100 years not getting arrested. Most of my arrests, I've been arrested 7 or 8 times now. Most of them have been on my birthday, which is why I don't like my birthday. Can you imagine? Right?
I'm going to go out on a limb and guess she's not a black woman.
Roxborough resident Ruth Bryant was having a celebration for her 100th birthday when police arrived at the Cambridge Hills Assisted Living Center. As her friends and family gathered, a Person County deputy approached with handcuffs, saying and asked, "Are you Miss Bryant?" "It all depends on what you want," Bryant replied, in my best Monty Python old lady voice. He said, "Here's what I want. I want you." Bryant and the officer, who said she was wanted on indecent exposure, were in on the gag. "You don't say," but she probably forgot because she's 100 years old and she's like, "Why are the Rosses coming for me? I haven't had heroin in 65 years." Bryant was handcuffed.
And somebody for exposing their jowls and getting arrested for it.
"It's like pussy flaps on your face." Bryant was handcuffed to her walker and placed in the patrol car. Pretending to put up a fight, she playfully kicked officers. Don't kick me, I've got a bad knee," said one deputy, to which Bryant replied, "I've got 2 bad knees." Bryant's own daughter, Marion...
I like this lady.
I do too, actually. This is a fun story. Bryant's own daughter, Marion Oakley, did not know what to make of the events unfolding. "I knew that she was 100 years old, but I didn't know," she paused, startled by the siren, "that they'd be going this far." Police then proceeded to beat Mrs. Bryant mercilessly, calling her numerous racial epithets and then shooting her with a taser for resisting arrest. It was all part of the, Well, the thing is as we all know, the UK Police Department, they're having a really tough time these days. Like funding is not good. So what they need to do is go to GoFundMe's so that they can fund these like elaborate birthday pranks where they beat old ladies and call them N-words. It's great. They're trying to. They see they see all the.
Just try to find somebody to be offended.
Exactly, and they do that.
In North Carolina,
they just really want to see, like, they want to get, they want to get some of that heat and attention that that the U.S. Police Department has. They're like, well, we don't have nearly enough minorities, and they don't allow us guns, so we can't exactly kill them on camera now, can we?
Nobody does racism as good as America.
America, fuck yeah, America. Bryant spent a few minutes in a jail cell and received her orange jumpsuit printed with Person County Jail on it, and then promptly died. Wasn't that sad? "I'm in a jailhouse now. I finally got there," said Bryant before hugging the chief jailer and returning to her assisted living center where residents, family, and friends were waiting to cut the cake. Quick comment from Mustang Patriot 1995. It had been easier in her youth if she'd been black. Sorry. That's just the way it is. Good Fox News comment. I'm sure I'll get a number of likes on that one and kicked off of YouTube for it too. That being the case, time to catch up on some things. Let's take a little looky-loo back here. Crab 90 cents, some more dollars that Jables is never going to see. They're mine now. Larry Kubiak for $60. This is a throwback to the early days of those silly requests of mine. Boys just dropped a new track, and it's only right to share it with y'all. Love it. Also, before we go through that, Crab, another $1. Another $1 for Jables. Nick, oh, yep, that's when he said he's libertarian. And then another $1. Just steal a boat and escape your stupid landlubbers' lives to be a pirate in the age of Corona. It will be awesome. Beer, virus, pirates. I gotta say, yeah, I like it. Also, Crab with $3. The Piss Club, gentlemen. I will preview that and then we will get to it. So let's have a little looky-loo. Whoopsie-doo. Didn't work. Just gonna bring it up over here. Okay, so this is more Weebery stuff. We're going to do a little quick transition. I'm going to actually mute myself in Discord, but you guys enjoy this as you will. I'll actually even pump it through here if you prefer that. And we will be back after this lovely long video. So, yeah. Also, just for the sake of, well, YouTube, I will be stopping this periodically, unless I get booted off for copyright strikes. Pausing, just to note, so we don't get cut off and the YouTube people can enjoy this. This is some awesome metal. Also has really good ramen.
asking for the handling style, okay? Handling flight, handling flight. There's a long list, that's okay.
Copyright is fun.
I'll be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.
Well, fuck me, that was a thing. Tell me you aren't turned on by that. Or that.
ミュージックビデオ冒頭、ホルモンのハングリープライドによりあっさり殺されてしまった人物とは。ハングリープライドという曲名に込められた意味とは。
やっぱハングリー精神をどう映像にしようかなって時に、それこそホル
I'm very clever. Put the commercial at the music video end. $100 just came in from what I'm deciphering as Northwesterner. This is for you to put Bernie's campaign over the top. I will do my best. What we need, actually, I think what we need is for this band to endorse Bernie Sanders, to become Samurai, Maximum Samurai. Okay, I'm going to see what the fuck it was that Kravis sent me.
Check his.
Okay, well, Crab paid for it, so Crab gets it. Oh no. Yeah, I'll be honest, I have no idea what this is, but I have a feeling we're all about to find out. Oh, for fuck's sake. God damn it. God damn it. It's Eric fucking Wareheim.
I'm talking about a truck stop.
There's Tim.
Piss Club. Come on, truck stop. Piss Club. I'm talking about a truck stop. Piss Club. Come on, truck stop. Piss Club now.
Oh my god. This is the worst thing about Tim and Eric is that anytime they just, well, I don't even know, this could just be this might have nothing to do with them, but it's called Truck Stop Piss Club. Anytime they want to do something seriously, it completely fucking knocks your block clean off your head, right? Like, it's the sort of thing, like, why are they good at this? Why are they good at anything? Everything I've seen from them back, what I remember is like hilariously bad, and then they're like, no, we can do really good versions of bad things too.
All day to be there all night. Body's filling up. 2 liters of Sprite. Sorry, Montana, Missouri, and Oregon. You ain't got nothing like exit 341. Drinking Gatorade on the long road. Emptying bottles as they deliver the load. My mouth's open as the bladders explode. I'm talking about a truck stop. Piss Club. Come on, truck stop. Piss Club. Talking about a truck stop. Piss Club. Come on, truck stop. Piss Club. Yeah. Whoa, yeah.
Crab, this is beautiful. You're right. This is America. This is a perfect place to stop on it, but yeah, this is goddamn America. This man here with his sweatpants, his big old gut, is leading the way to a brighter future for all of us.
I'm talking about a truck stop. Piss Club. Talking about a truck stop. Piss Club. Come on over. Come on over. Yeah. Come on over. Come on, truck stop. Come on over.
I think I saw my granddaddy in there. Is that my granddaddy?
When I look.
There we go. Hey, there we go. Here we go. I'm back. Hey, it's fine. I have so many buttons to deal with. I need to go to trucker school to deal with them. That was some pure, blessed Americana right there. Jables, what do you say? Oh, wait, I can't hear him neither.
7:30.
What?
Mm.
7:30.
Yeah, 7:30.
Well,
Where you
yeah.
at?
Well, I was there listening to Truck Stop Piss. Wait, Truck Stop Piss Code. Where were you? Club.
I was right here waiting for you to get back, man. I enjoy your show.
Would you go take yourself a Truck Stop Piss Club piss then?
Well, I mean, I peed on a bush. Does that count?
No, that's good enough for me. I don't really. It's
Yeah.
all good.
It was George W. So
It's all good. It's all good. There we go. I mean, if there's one man
Yeah, I
who's a
mean-
real cowboy in this goddamn piece of shit Earth of ours, you know who it is. It's fuck George W. Bush, because you know what he did? He killed a whole lot of foreigners. There ain't nothing more American.
He killed a
than that.
whole lot of Americans too.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, listen. Here's the thing.
His wife ran over a guy.
I don't know if James Boogly
Laura
there.
Bush killed dude.
Yeah, I know.
I-
listen,
Bush
Joe,
killed a
listen.
guy.
Yeah, I know. I know a punk rock band in this area that has a whole song about Laura Bush killing a guy.
Oh,
Well-
I was at their show last weekend. Actually, that was my first mosh pit in my whole life.
Well,
I had a
Ladybugs?
fucking blast.
Well,
Ladybugs, yeah.
yeah.
Z Ladybugs, yeah.
Here's a funny thing, Mr.
Oh.
Friend of James Boogly's there. That you might not know. We've been calling the Pentagon as of late.
Yep.
Yep. And we discovered actually the Pentagon. Do you know when construction on the Pentagon began?
Nope.
Well, I'll tell you then. It was September 11th, 1941. And the fucked up thing about that is that's actually not me even bullshitting. That's actually true. But we called up and found out, and we have determined that 9/11, the whole George Bush 9/11 Twin Towers thing, that was a smoke screen so that they could crash a goddamn 747 into the side of the Pentagon so that no one had to eat at that goddamn Arby's anymore.
That makes sense. Plus, I'm sure they probably needed a remodel, because like the Defense Department does not have a very large budget, as we all know.
Jables, you
Probably
cannot.
just really needed a remodel.
Jables, you cannot tell him the answer to this, but do you want to know where the Pentagon staff, those angsty old fuckers who just want to bomb places, do you know where they get their pizza for lunch?
Pizza Hut.
No, they
Nah,
should be
it's a
so
bar.
lucky.
Heh.
Sorry, I answered.
We are not even actually joking. The only pizza
Is
place.
that why Domino's changed their recipe?
To what? Cardboard? No, fuck that. No, I'm
No,
saying
that's what it was. They went from cardboard to styrofoam peanuts, man. Give
no.
it the times.
We did the research on this, and actually,
Oh.
No, I mean, Jables, show him afterwards. But no, legitimately, the if you want to get pizza in the Pentagon,
Mm-hmm.
they have it's Sbarro's.
Oh God, no wonder they're so fucking angry, killing everybody.
Exactly.
Jesus, that is inhumane. No
That's-
wonder they can justify a torture fucking program. At least you get water that way.
Exactly.
Well, also Taco Bell is right in the middle of the Pentagon.
Hey, don't you go talking shit on Taco Bell. Their
We-
$1
listen.
beefy Frito burrito
No.
with double beef
No,
and creamy jalapeno sauce is delicious.
no, but the really
Hey,
fucked up
I'm
thing.
not gonna shit.
The really fucked up thing. Here's the thing: the Pentagon's actual phone number is 703 697 1776. Right? That's the actual phone number. I called it. Was that Monday, Jables, or was that last week?
You kind of did it on Sunday, but yeah, you did it on Monday.
Whatever, yeah. So I called it. So I called that number and I asked the operator, I'm like, where's your favorite place to eat in the Pentagon? He's like, I don't eat here.
I mean, with Sbarro's, Taco Bell, and what was the other shit you said?
They got a KFC.
Yeah.
Popeyes.
You would think Trump would be more interested in national security if they got a fucking KFC in there.
Well, no. What's fucking ridiculous is that right down the hall from the Popeyes that's in there is Lynch Clothing Company.
Also, they got a duty-free shop, which is surprising. Anyway.
Yeah, pretty sure none of them actually have assholes to let that out, so that makes sense.
Well, the first winner of the role tonight, because apparently nobody wants to be part of this fucking show. And once again, a very hearty and strong thank you to Northwesterner, whoever you might be. Ain't seen you before, but you gave me $100, and I will say honestly, if you haven't voted yet, and you don't want to be fucking a slave to the machine, and you're not part of Super Tuesday, let's try and make Sanders President, please? Can we please? Because otherwise, Joe Biden, let's remember, he's the senator from MasterCard. He's basically going to be... he's going to be like Donald Trump with a better PR line who knows how to speak to the press sometimes.
Damn right. You can actually thank Jables for that. He just put my name on it.
What was that?
Yeah, no,
Jables, what the
That's
fuck?
me. I'm Northwesterner right here.
Well, why
His
the
cousin.
fuck are you giving me money even though I desperately fucking need it? Thank you very much for that. But
no, I gave that. Just the quote came from him.
Mm-hmm.
I
came up with the quote, so he put my name on it. But yeah, that's from Jables right there, man.
I need to go get a real job. I've been watching Better Call Saul, and I'm on the season now where he goes to work for a cell phone company. And I'm like, oh, that's how it works. I need to go get a regular job and then find a way to make it crime.
Yeah. Well, get a job at the cable company. Just make sure that your work shirt has nipple flaps on it, for the rubbing.
They will not hire me. But let's bring in Mickey Ficky. Mickey Ficky's the first winner of tonight's roll and raffle.
Okay, Mickey.
Let's bring in Mickey.
Jesus Christ, Mickey, are you? Is this some kind of 1990s thing you're trying to recreate? You're calling into the VMAs here? What the fuck's going on?
Not much. How you doing?
I endure, let's say.
Don't we all? Yeah. I used to work at Circle K, and I was the overnight shift, which I fucking love. And I was like bored half the night with nobody coming in and out. So I used to call radio stations and try to chat with the DJs. It was good times. I got on the radio 500,000 times and made friends with a DJ.
Here's a fun thing. So, what was it like? Here's a weird thing too. Like, I've been watching Better Call Saul, and like an entire season takes place in 2003, 2004, and that was the time I worked for Radio Shack. So I was selling cell phones dishonestly. Like I sold like an early generation camera phone with the tiny little buttons to an old guy with cataracts. I did
That's
that.
classy as fuck.
Well, he came back. Well, here's the thing. I actually got in trouble because he came back in saying like, "Oh, this phone's not working for me. I can't see the buttons." And I'm like, "Yeah, I kind of knew that would happen." Okay, here's the thing. I'm gonna refund you, and here you go. And we used to get these trade-ins back in the day. Like you could trade in your cell phone. You could still kind of do that, but back in the day, Radio Shack used to keep the trade-ins. Now I used to do two things with them. I'd take the old big button phones, all them old shitty cell phones people had for years. I'd either like donate them to like women's shelters and with a bunch of like prepaid cards. So like, hey, you can have a prepaid emergency phone. Or I would sell them, well, I'd give them to seniors. I'd be like, okay, sign a contract with this company. I'll put the electronic serial number on the account and this will be your cell phone. Here you go. Big old buttons, no fancy screens, nothing. All right. But yeah, when I was working there, so I was working at this really backwater town called Goffstown, where like the biggest thing in the entire town is the nursing home. And well, yeah, I mean, I made a lot of disingenuous sales to get my numbers up, I'll be honest with you, but I would also get really bored because I'd have whole days where no one would come in. There was one night, and this is a side story before I get to the main one. I was sick as a fucking dog. I was dying, and no one else could cover the shift, so I had to run the shop by myself. So I went next door, and they were out of Dayquil, so I got some NyQuil, thinking like, hey, I can handle this. I'll stay up and finish this 3-4 hour shift, whatever, and then close out and go home. So I took a little bit of this, and I got really, really sleepy. So I took what we were selling. It was a Sharper Image bath pillow for mom, right? It was a massaging neck bath pillow, which, funny enough, if you took the battery column out of this big foam neck pillow, it was just a giant dildo with 2 double D batteries in it. and it had a waterproof handle at the bottom. I sold that thing. I sold that thing really well, and I never sold it as a massage and bath pill. I'd be like, hey, here's a gag gift for mom, or also if your mom needs a dildo, here you go. But so. Well, I mean, it was the only pillow. Hang on, it was the only pillow in the shop. No one was coming in for hours and hours. So I put one down on the floor behind the counter, and I just kind of laid down to relax. I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna relax. And I told myself that endless lie of I'm just gonna rest my eyes, and I fell asleep. I woke up to this like kind of chubby woman leaning over the corner because for some reason she picked up on the fact that I was like. Someone was there. She's like, "Are you okay?" And I woke up. I'm like, "Oh, Jesus Christ! Yes, I'm fine, ma'am. Oh, do you need a laptop or a cell phone or some batteries? I'm here for radio. You've got questions, and that's understandable. Wait, I mean, and I've got answers. Now, that was a side story. One day, middle of the fucking day, I was bored as shit. No one had come in for like 4 fucking hours. I'd already run the little like RC cars around the shop. I took the PA system out onto the sidewalk and did a Louis Farrakhan impression to the parking lot, just yelling like, "The white man has kept us down for so long," and then went back inside. And then so finally I'm really bored and I jump on the internet, and this is like the early days. This was when like Newgrounds was still kind of fresh. This was like late-ish 2003. And I found a series of soundboards. So what I did was I started calling other Radio Shack stores in the state using the Arnold Schwarzenegger soundboards, which is great because like, "Good morning. Well, good morning. Thank you for calling Radio Shack. You've got questions. We've got answers. I have a few questions. Great, we've got answers. Who is your daddy and what does he do? Excuse me? It's a beautiful morning, isn't it? Well, yes, it certainly is, sir. Can I answer any of your questions? Who is your daddy and what does he do?" I did that shit for like 5 hours. I called half of the Radio Shacks in New Hampshire just with like this Arnold Schwarzenegger soundboard, and I'm like, this is brilliant. Why didn't anybody think of this? Why am I not recording this? But then again, I wasn't an internet star then.
Well, you weren't totally involved in the internet at that time.
No, I was totally involved in Radio Shack. In fact, here's the worst part too, is
but
I sold more credit cards with 29% APRs
you were
than
involved
anyone
with
else.
the radio show. You should have definitely recorded it.
Radio Shack. And they loved me for a while because I pushed more of their MasterCards. You remember the retail credit cards that people sold? Oh, my God. Yeah, it's like 0% APR for 3 months, and then it jumps up to 29% APR. I've never had a credit card, so I didn't know what that meant. So I was just happy to like, "Oh, you can't afford this laptop right now? Well, I can finance this for you with this credit card thing. It's great. You want to sign up for it now?" Boom. I turned into the state's biggest scumbag, and then, yeah. That's why I watched Better Call Saul now, and I'm like, wow, Saul, like Jimmy reminds me of me from the early 2000s, and now Mike reminds me of me now. It's like
Jimmy's a hustler. He's a smart cookie. That one.
Yeah, I like Mike though.
What season are you on now?
Mike's the best though. Mike is just dead-eyed, like, "Are you fucking serious? Listen, if you're gonna shoot me, just shoot me now, and it'll be fine."
Yeah, very cool. That guy. Yeah. Well, what season are you on right now?
3.
Season 3. Okay. I've watched it from the beginning, and the relationship between Jimmy and his brother is so hard to watch. Really, it is.
I just love the fact that this show, this like, and it's honestly a brilliant show, but like one of the main side characters is played by the lead guy from fucking Spinal Tap.
True. Yeah.
Oh.
And what an actor. What an actor. Like
Michael
a
McKean?
complete asshat. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like a complete asshat in this role. Yet.
Well, no, Michael McKean plays it really well, and it really, really works in that sense because, like, half the time you hate him and want him out of the way, but then the other half you are, like, entirely sympathetic to him. And that is all on Michael McKean. That is strictly him. Like, he plays that so well that, like, you vacillate back and forth between, like, I'm so sympathetic and I care about this guy to I want him to just die, and then he dies and you're like, no. Spoilers.
You're supposed to say spoilers before you do the spoilers.
I'm supposed to do a lot of things, James. Okay?
My name is not James. God damn it.
Happy birthday, Jimmy.
Thank you.
Make sure your cousin gets you nice and pickled tonight, and hopefully the strippers are in abundance.
Yeah, actually,
no. My cousin and I are. We're just gonna go see Kevin Nealon later.
Kevin Nealon. Damn, that's. That guy took a while to grow on me, to be honest with you.
I think his best bits were on Saturday Night Live as Weekend Update, the news. I think he was probably my favorite host, besides maybe Colin Quinn.
Yeah, Kevin Nealon. He was on Weeds. He was on.
Well, that's the thing.
Yep.
Kevin Nealon. It's funny. Kevin Nealon. It was kind of like Norm Macdonald, to be honest with you, too. And I might be in the minority on this one.
Yeah, he has a very similar style to Norm Macdonald. That's why I'm excited.
It took a good long while to grow on me too. Like I didn't like it at first, right? At first I was like, this is dry. This is like, this is like a tall, awkward guy trying to be funny. And then I think it was just because I grew older and I started seeing like the levels of dripping irony to what their styles were, and I understood it more and I loved it more.
You saw what he was actually doing.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, like when you're a teenager watching SNL in the '90s. Picking that shit up didn't work quite as well, and then when you see that sort of like earnest desperation that's in the bit, it's like I get it. Okay, cool. But yeah. But well, Mickey, aside from wishing Justin Boogley a happy birthday. You do that, and then what do you want to leave us with tonight?
I have an opportunity here. Okay. Okay, yeah. So I found Cannon Blast at a grocery store down the street from my apartment, and as it turns out, it is not cinnamon based. It's tropical.
It's what?
It's like a tropical flavor.
Yeah. Listen, as the professional booze columnist who wrote one of the first articles ever reviewing that particular booze, they're lying. It's cinnamon whiskey and that's it. Now, here's the thing. If you picked it up, here's what you do. Lemon wedge in the bottom of a glass, muddle it, which means smash it up and grind it along. Pour your shot, muddle it again so it mixes, let it sit for a minute or two, then sip it. You're welcome.
Not bad. Okay, sure. I'll try that.
And Mickey, if you don't trust Nick, trust me. Yes, that's excellent. That's excellent advice.
Yeah, I actually know. I invented that drink in Orlando, Florida, while I was running a bar, basically with. I mean, when I say running, the staff left and they just assumed that the corporate card would pay for everything. And No Sleeves Max, a YouTuber who I will never understand his popularity, but he's huge. Yeah, he and I came up with that drink. Well, I came up with that drink, and he said he liked it. So it's called a Cannon Baller, as in you're a baller for drinking Cannon Blast. This piece sponsored, hopefully, by Captain Morgan's at some point. You owe me money now. Not you, Mickey, but Captain Morgan's. That being the case, Mickey, have a good night.
Same to you guys. Thanks for bringing me on. It's funny. I don't hardly get to talk to just you on the show, so I was happy that I won the role this time. Yay.
Yeah, I'm glad you did too. It's always nice to have you on. So I will talk to you again soon, I'm sure. So
Yeah.
Mahatma Akbar and Allahu Gandhi or something.
Love you.
Okay. Next winner is... Actually, how much time am I working on here? Ah, fuck it. I'll just bring them both on. Hello, Crap. Hello, Dina.
Hello.
Hello.
Doubling up.
Oh, yeah. Might as well. I mean, I realize, like, rules only matter so much as I want them to. And no one was hanging out, and we've only got 12 minutes left because, let's just say...
You actually sold a electronic pillow as a dildo at Radio Shack. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Why?
You should have sold it as a butt plug.
What? Listen, I just sold that thing saying this can give people pleasure. Crab, if you want to take pleasure with what was honestly like, this thing was like, actually, I'm going to take this Tulsi badge. Yeah, it was about that big around and a solid like 8 to 10 inches long, smooth, curved at the end. No, this was a cock. It was a vibrating...
Right,
it was a vibrating
butt plug.
It was if you want to stuff that up your ass, that's on you. I would have sold it to you being like, "Hey, if I'd known, I wouldn't assume it." I mean, you know, if you walked in, my natural assumption
would
would
G-spot is, pal.
My natural
it'll
assumption
help Crab with his salt problem tonight.
Yeah, my natural assumption wouldn't be like, well, this guy clearly loves stuffing gigantic vibrating plastic cocks up his ass while having a lovely waterproof neck pillow to lie on. But if that's your thing, I would have been more than happy to sell you that. I'm not here to make I was not there. And as a salesman, a good salesman is not there to make assumptions. A good salesman is to figure out what it is you want. So like if you'd have spoken to me with this, you know, effeminate sort of like thing you've got going on, I'd have been like, hey, listen, I understand you're looking around here and you're thinking like, wow, I could put all these transistors up my ass and then maybe a fucking police scanner or two. And that'd be fun. And I would have said, well, hang on, you might be right, but we've got these other products too. Let me show you some of them. But it was funny when I was selling that thing because like the way I would sell it, so it was like it was a contoured neck pillow, like it was some sharper image too. And I only realized this after the fact. So we're selling these things. It was around the holiday time, and like the management, like senior management, was like, "Oh, try to push these things because we really want to push them." And I'm like, all right, cool. And they're like, yeah, it's a massaging waterproof bath neck pillow. It's totally relaxing. I think they even had like a little video thing on their stream, on their like little recurring advertising stream that we were supposed to play for it. I never played any of their videos. I just played music. But it was until like we had one and it was a demonstration model. It had this rubberized like rocker switch with like a waterproof piece over it. So it's just one of those, you push it and it flips back and forth. And I'm like, wow, well, it was waterproof. It's bath pillow. Cool. All right. Had to change the batteries. And I'm like, fuck, how do I do this? And then I realized like this entire unit came out of the waterproof pillow and it's a waterproof concealed unit. And I pulled it out and I'm like, this is a huge cock. And from there, And from there, as you can imagine,
Oh God.
the pitch for the product changed. And that's how that happened. I don't know what else to tell you. And actually, you know what? In fairness too, just as an addendum, when I began selling it, as we might say, honestly, it sold a lot better as a gag gift. I actually sold to a couple people to give to their mothers, and I'm like, and I would sell it in this way. I'd be like, well, it's a great product. It's it's from Sharper Image. It's a waterproof bath pillow and massaging neck pillow. It's got this wonderful thing. And the thing is, if you need to ever change the batteries, you can just grab this perfectly palm-shaped handle at the end and just pull it out. And it really was. It was palm-shaped. It was like this big oval with this button at the bottom. Like, you just take it, and then here it is. And sometimes, you just change the batteries, you grip it, and you twist it. Now, if it's a little, stuck, you just jerk it around a little bit, and then twist it, and then maybe jerk it and twist it a little bit, and these people would lose their shit when I was showing them this. They'd be like, what the fuck? And I'd be like, as a stone-faced tech sales guy selling them on this product. And I'd just be like, yeah, just jerk it and twist it, and there you go. And all of a sudden, it comes off. And they're like, what the fuck? I'd be like, no, then this is a great thing, too, is like when you smack the batteries back in there, you just kind of get that back on there and twist it and maybe make sure it's in fit. Then you put it back in the pillow. And, and anything that happens in between that time, I have nothing to do with. But here's the thing. This is a great gift for mom or grandma.
Oh, God. I'm going to die.
And they bought it.
You should work for a sex shop, Nick.
No,
Nick needs to
no,
sit.
there's
No.
no. The thing is, there's no irony to that. There's no irony to working in a sex shop. I need to sell
Open
products.
up your own sex shop.
I need
in
to
Manchester.
sell. I need to
What else
sell.
are we building?
I need to sell products that are ironically sexual in that way, and that really worked. I mean, keep in mind, like back in the day, before my spirit was crushed by the state of New Hampshire, I was a really good salesman. When I'm not joking when I say I sold
I'm kind of retarded.
I sold a camera phone to a blind guy. I did that, and I felt good about it for about a minute, and then I felt really bad about it. And then he came back, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to refund you your purchase except for the contract. You can keep the contract. Here's a phone that'll work for you with big-ass buttons. And then management's like, why did you do that? And now Radio Shack's out of business, and everyone's like, why? Well, I can tell you why.
Well, maybe you can. Here's a business idea for you. Ironic sex shop. That's the title. Ironic sex shop. Downtown Manchester, New Hampshire. Right? Just fill the shop with random everyday items. Just go into a TJ Maxx, buy everything up.
No.
Fill the shop with that stuff.
Come up with
creative ways to.
Half of the shop. Half of the shop are the unexpected or unintentional dildo vibrators, right? The other half is just low citric acid produce, and carving knives. I'll be like, well, the ladies get these vibrators, and fellas, you can come in too because I've got a whole slew of fresh cantaloupes and carving knives for your pleasure. Because
hear me out.
Coronavirus we need to stay away from each other.
We all enjoy a good dildo. Don't get me wrong, but to nostalgic millennial crab, your point, they still have brick and mortar stores, and at that point, they're just not going to be able to compete, even if they switch gears now.
Yeah. Also, crab, on another point too, I'll be declaring bankruptcy soon, so startups.
No, I just donated $100 to you. You shouldn't need to do that.
No, it's like, oh, you just got $100. No, That'll pay down. That'll get your license back. That'll be fine.
What, all my dollar donations aren't helping you?
Yeah, it's like, well, I mean, they come through in PayPal. It's like 67 cents from Crab.
Really big dildo. I thought that would help.
It's like yes, Crab. All of your net 67 cents. There, I mean, honestly, I've been saving them up, thinking like, you know what, I need a brick and mortar dildo store, and that's been my dream since I was younger than it was appropriate. So keep them coming, bud.
You can attract lonely virgins like me. All right.
I live in Manchester. There's nothing but lonely virgins here.
And
Jesus
Nick, when
Christ.
you're running that store, you need to be wearing those glasses.
Oh, I totally will. Well, the worst thing is, like, these glasses are mostly green, but, like, they're holographic eyes. And these actually belong to Quinn, who now is refusing to talk to me anyway, but that's a different thing. But, no, I mean, I love these glasses because, like, if I turn my head at just the right angle, right, I can get what looks like no in my eyes. That way, I'm safe on college campuses. Your eyes say no, but your glasses also say no. Why is that?
Because no means no, damn it.
I just like the one eye in the lens. Just one eye.
Because no means you will make the greatest mistake of your life if you say yes. Well, we're
For some people, that's just a challenge.
We are closing in on the end of the show, so we're gonna end it with the birthday boy there. But Mickey Figgy just donated $2, saying, "Meant to say this on last week's show, but tongue got tied. My hubby sold his entire toy collection for our move in deposit. May I request pinkies up for the hubby, who is the best hubby in the world?" Mickey, you got somebody who's down. Yeah, nah, you're yeah, good on that man. He sold something that fucking meant something to him, so pinkies up for him in the chat. Good man.
Yeah.
Let's run down the roll. We're gonna start. Let's go, Dina.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to leave us with tonight?
Shoot, I don't know. Happy birthday to Jables.
Well, that's cheap.
Oh, thank you.
No.
Yeah.
No.
No, don't tell me no. You can't tell me no.
No, I meant something meaningful, okay?
It meant something to Jables.
Honestly, if Jables
God damn it, Red, we have the same laugh.
It meant something to me too.
If Jables,
and cousin Boogly. You know?
It's googly. Thank you.
No, it's googly.
Yes, no. Happy birthday to Jason Googly.
Jason Googly.
Yeah.
Just happy my commercials took off.
Yeah.
Jables
You're getting further away from my real name, but whatever.
Listen, dude, Jeff left a long time. The doxing on this show is done. We're done. We're done with that, okay?
Yeah.
So, yeah, no.
No, Nick, I'm pretty sure
Wait,
you know
Jeff is
my real
gone?
name by now.
Well, yes, I do. And it is Jonathan Boogerly. I understand why you don't want that out there.
No, it's Santiago.
Here, I'm going to say
Santiago Mercado Persona
It's Jacqueline.
Yes. Actually,
His name is Jacqueline. He's embarrassed about it.
Actually, no. That's the weirdest thing. Actually, no. I'm gonna straight up expose this. Y'all been fapping to Jocelyn Glenn for a while. Guess what? Our boy James is just very, very passing tranny. Very passing. Amazing. So Fane, he's giving a lot of money to you, so I think you owe him a ribbon.
I do a lot of cross-dressing. That's why Sophane doesn't talk to me.
That's why Sophane doesn't talk to you in public. He's got an image to maintain as a straight man.
Pics, please.
But my cross-dressing is also why Fat Pat does talk to me.
Well, you know, he's been married for a while, and after a while, things tend to sort of like calm down. Yeah, you need to spice things up a little bit, and like Hey, baby, have you ever had a chick with a dick who happens to look like a dude?
It has nothing to do with me and him talking about comedy. Absolutely not.
Oh no, that's cool. I guess Sophane donated to Mickey Ficky's GoFundMe.
Mm-hmm.
So like, good on him. Awesome.
All right, well, Crab, you're next. Speak.
Go subscribe to go follow the Let's Just Saints of Discord.
Oh, thank Christ! I thought you had something planned.
Thank you, Crab.
And have fun with Buffalo Broogley.
Buffalo.
I will have
fuck
you know I'm
me.
a bundle of fucking joy. Okay.
Would you fuck me? I'd
God.
fuck me.
Oh God.
All right, well, Jabel's cousin, you speak. Silence your cousin and speak on his behalf.
Well,
We've been trading
goddamn,
off.
like, this is the only person in my family that like really gave a shit. So that's why he was on the show tonight.
Well, I feel that because I mean, I ain't even got any family anymore, so
I give a shit about you too, Nick.
shut the fuck up. I need to ride this. I need to ride this sympathy train as far as I can. You're not helping, okay?
How about some empathy? How about that?
Well, no, listen. I have a therapy appointment on Monday. I'm sure we'll go over that. I don't need it now, okay? This is my running from my problems hour and a half. Okay?
All right.
Yeah.
My empathy is rescinded. Don't you worry.
There we go. Now you're like the federal government. It's great. Like
goddamn right.
Shit.
Yeah,
Yeah. I'm like a G-man.
Northwesterner, don't worry. I'll give you Nick's book.
Did he say he's like G-Man?
No, I said I am a G-man.
Drunken President's G-Man?
No, more like a G-spot man.
Oh,
I'm really good at finding
no,
that.
he's more like Elliot Ness. There we go.
Oh.
I'm so glad I could pull that name out.
About this.
I was searching I was like
I've only slammed like 5 black guys against a wall for no reason. Okay?
I was running through my memory so hard. I'm like, can you pull this name out? It was Kevin Costner.
That's like
you know
all
that.
the black guys in Seattle. Why would you do
every
that?
single one of them.
Yeah, and the Untouchables, right?
Well, Jables,
Jobless.
Jabless, it's your birthday. It's your birthday. Hang on, wait. Oh no, hang on. I'm sorry. This is necessary.
Do it.
Yeah, this is
Whoa,
absolutely necessary.
Wait, before you do that, I want to bring El Presidente in here.
Oh God.
It's El.
The Mexican president's here.
Oh no.
How's your war against the cartels?
Well, Nick, time out. Nick wanted to say something about my birthday, and I wanted you
Oh
here.
shit. Okay, actually, I'm glad President is here because I'm gonna start live streaming again. That way, you can know exactly what this is about. You ready?
Nah.
I suppose.
Oh.
My son was born to this song. Also conceived.
Yeah.
His jazz mom took him away from me.
Okay, now I'm just confused because I've never seen this video, but it's like it's the 50 Cent in the club, it's your birthday thing. But why are they starting out with 50 Cent getting spinal surgery in front of Eminem?
Oh, it's a medical procedure for him to be black.
Oh
yeah.
Nah, you have to understand. He's the superhuman. They're studying him.
They're taking out
his powers.
They're taking out those non-bullets that got shot through him for those terrible
Dr. Dre
movies.
took on Eminem to understand what it was to be white, so that he could turn 50 Cent black. I mean, everybody knows this. I don't understand why you guys don't get this.
You're gonna get black, but that shine.
Yeah. White guys don't get muscles like that.
Well,
they also don't get shot in the face twice and then say it was 9 times.
Son.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
This video is old enough to drive itself to school.
Nick, this video is old enough that it could get a statutory rape charge to chicks getting laid
This
to it
is
today.
yeah, but this is me saying happy birthday to you.
This video is too old for R. Kelly to
Nick, you're
fuck.
showing me the wrong screen.
Right.
You should have showed him the Beatles.
This video.
You know, today is your birthday. We're gonna have a good time.
Nick,
This video is so old, Exhibit's still relevant, man.
Nick, you're showing me your Twitch account. You're not showing me the actual fucking stream.
Oh, I'm not?
Hey, man. Jables wants some real love here, dude.
Okay.
Show it up.
Oh, that's right. Okay, no, that's fine.
Bring it up.
I got
Bring it
that
up.
wrong. I got that wrong.
Yeah.
There
I
we
think your
go.
glasses.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Oh, I mean, I don't think your glasses, bro.
DJ, it's my birthday,
How about
my motherfucking birthday. Now won't you play some shit to make the girls go wild? Yeah, if you looking sexy and if you came to party.
Wait, where the fuck are you playing?
Copyright breaking stream.
Right there, signing autographs as Mariah Carey, I think.
No, he just signs him as husband of Mariah Carey.
Oh, there you go. I figured you would take on that one.
Hang on. He is not Mariah Carey's husband. He's Mariah Carey.
Do her daily.
He's the wrangler.
He was the husband of Mariah Carey.
Like, he wandered
Fuck
through
your
that house-
birthday!
He wandered through that house with a whip and a chair.
Is this now the Variety magazine?
That
stream?
motherfucker can't even handle Wild and Out. That piece of shit can't even deal with a roast.
He stayed in the shoot for 6 years with Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
They only asked for 16 seconds with a bull.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was 8 seconds with the bull.
Well,
out of the shoot for the.
I guess at this point, Jables had nothing to say because he he's shy.
No.
Presidente, you can say good night and good birthday to him if you want.
Good night, Jables, and happy birthday. How old are you? 6 or 7?